Welcome, fans of the bold and the beautiful, to another deep dive into the ongoing drama unfolding in the world of fashion, love, and power. As always, the relationships between our favorite characters are shifting, with alliances forming and breaking, hearts being won and lost, and power struggles taking unexpected turns. Today, we take a closer look at the intensifying situation between Hope, Carter, Daphne, and Ridge. Each of them has their own motivations, desires, and fears, and as their stories intertwine, the consequences of their actions could have lasting effects on both their personal lives and their positions at Forrester Creations. Hope has always been someone who trusts her instincts, and right now, her instincts are telling her that something is not right. She has noticed the growing closeness between Carter and Daphne, and while it may seem innocent on the surface, she cannot shake the feeling that there is more to it than meets the eye. Hope is not the type to jump to conclusions without reason, but every time she sees Daphne and Carter together, a small voice in the back of her mind warns her to be cautious. She knows that Daphne is charming, intelligent, and ambitious, and that combination can be dangerous. Hope wonders whether Daphne's intentions are purely professional, or if she is deliberately trying to get closer to Carter for reasons that have nothing to do with business. Hope cannot afford to ignore the possibility that Daphne may have a hidden agenda. If Daphne is developing feelings for Carter or, worse, trying to seduce him intentionally, the consequences could be devastating. Hope has worked hard to build a strong relationship with Carter, and she does not want to see it crumble because of someone else's interference. She also knows that her control over Forrester Creations is still a sensitive issue, with Ridge and Steffi constantly looking for ways to undermine her authority. If Carter's loyalty is compromised, Hope could lose not only her partner but also the company that she has fought so hard to protect. At first, Hope tries to convince herself that she is overthinking the situation. She tells herself that Carter is a trustworthy man, that he has always been loyal to her, and that he would never betray her. But doubt has a way of creeping in, especially when she starts noticing small things: Carter smiling a little too much when Daphne is around, Daphne finding excuses to talk to Carter alone, the two of them exchanging glances that seem a little too familiar. Hope wants to believe that it is all innocent, but the more she watches, the more uneasy she becomes. She knows that she has to do something before the situation gets out of control. But what is the best approach? Confronting Carter directly could backfire. If she accuses him without solid proof, he might feel hurt or insulted, which could drive a wedge between them. Hope does not want to push him away, but she also does not want to stay silent and risk losing him. Another option is to talk to Daphne and make it clear that she is watching, but that too comes with risks. If Daphne is truly innocent, the conversation could create unnecessary tension. But if Daphne does have ulterior motives, she might become even more careful, making it harder for Hope to keep an eye on her. Meanwhile, Ridge is watching everything unfold with great interest. Losing Forrester Creations was a devastating blow to him, and he has been strategizing ever since on how to take back what he believes rightfully belongs to his family. He knows that he cannot challenge Hope and Carter directly, at least not yet, but he is looking for weaknesses to exploit. When he notices the subtle tension forming between Hope and Carter, he sees an opportunity. Ridge understands human nature. He has seen relationships fall apart due to doubt, insecurity, and betrayal, and he knows that if Daphne manages to create a rift between Hope and Carter, it could work in his favor. If Carter loses interest in Hope or begins to doubt their relationship, it could weaken their unity. Ridge knows that Hope relies on Carter for both emotional and professional support, and if Carter becomes distracted or disloyal, it could create cracks in their leadership of Forrester Creations. If that happens, Ridge could use the situation to his advantage and find a way to regain control of the company. Even if Carter remains loyal, Ridge has another scenario in mind. He believes that Hope, under enough pressure, might start to feel overwhelmed by the constant battle to keep Forrester Creations. If she begins to doubt herself, if she starts feeling like the fight is not worth it, she might come to the conclusion that returning the company to Ridge is the best course of action. Ridge knows that Hope is strong, but he also knows that everyone has a breaking point. If he waits patiently and applies just the right amount of pressure, he might be able to push her to that point. The problem for Ridge is that Hope is not as easy to manipulate as he would like to believe. While she is feeling the pressure of the situation, she is also determined not to let Ridge win. She has worked too hard to give up now, and she refuses to let fear or doubt dictate her decisions. If anything, Ridge's desire to take back Forrester Creations only makes her more determined to hold on to it. She knows that if she gives in, she will be proving him right, that she was never capable of leading the company in the first place. And Hope refuses to let that happen. Still, the stress is starting to take a toll on her. She finds herself watching Carter more closely than before, analyzing his every move, questioning his decisions. She hates feeling this way, but she cannot help it. Trust is a fragile thing, and once doubt starts to creep in, it is hard to make it go away. She wonders if Carter has noticed her unease. If he has not said anything yet. Carter, for his part, is unaware of the storm brewing around him. He enjoys Daphne's company, but he does not see her as a threat to his relationship with Hope. To him, Daphne is just a colleague and a friend, someone who shares his passion for fashion and business. He does not realize that his interactions with her are causing Hope distress. If he did, he would reassure her immediately. But Hope has not spoken to him about her concerns yet, and so he remains oblivious. Daphne, on the other hand, knows exactly what she is doing. She is fully aware that Hope is watching her, and she finds it amusing. She enjoys the game, the subtle power she has over the situation. She does not necessarily have feelings for Carter, but she likes the idea of being able to create tension between him and Hope. She sees it as a way to establish herself, to gain influence in a world where power is everything. If she can get Carter to trust her, to see her as an ally, she might be able to position herself in a way that benefits her in the long run. She does not necessarily want to destroy Hope's relationship, but if it happens as a side effect of her actions, she will not lose any sleep over it. The pieces are moving on the chessboard, and each character is playing their own game. Hope is trying to protect what she has, Ridge is waiting for the perfect moment to strike, Carter is caught in the middle without realizing it, and Daphne is subtly pulling the strings. The question is, who will come out on top? That's it for today's discussion of the bold and the beautiful. What do you think will happen next? Will Hope's suspicions prove to be true, or is she overreacting? Will Ridge succeed in reclaiming Forrester Creations, or will Hope and Carter find a way to outmaneuver him? Will Daphne's games come back to haunt her, or will she manage to get what she wants? Let's continue the conversation in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future updates. See you next time.